Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to Sakura Night 3, the last episode. We are getting the Harem end. Of course, as usual, we are skipping the part which we supposedly know, because they were in the past episodes. I'm particularly close to all of them. That's right, surprisingly. The answer that I would not be able to say in real life, to be honest. Never. Anyway, all of them. I love all of my party members equally. I couldn't possibly choose between them, which is ridiculous. Well, but I guess by now you should realize that I'm not that much of a fan for harems, okay? That's true. I might love one and the other and so on, but it's usually ending with me, you know, being on a chase after one. The true chase. Anyway, they're the best friends I could ever wish for. In fact, I think they might be even more than friends to me. I'm glad I met them, and I don't want to be parted from them. Skip. And so we continue. I don't think she's that annoying. Okay, I'm surprised that I actually will manage to get all those in one day. Ugh. I'm glad. I mean, record in one day, not upload in one day. But by now you already know this for sure, as well. But I'm glad I managed that in one day, and but I don't think I'll manage to get another game started. Well, anyway, I like both your tales, girls. I know, man, like, going for Harements are kind of boring. Let's stay. I mean, you can be good to everyone. It's not how it works, no matter how it looks, no matter how it is. Besides, the world is not such a great place that everyone will love you, right? Or am I looking too negative at it? Maybe I do. Whatever. I don't need protecting. Let's say this one. Guys, please, you don't have to fight about protecting me. I'm trying to be a knight just like my mother. To do that, I need to learn how to fight my own battles. I'll not be able to grow and mature if you keep holding my hand. Really? Tart looks me up and down, smirking mischievously all the while. I'd say that you're plenty mature myself. I hold my arms about my chest, in the hopes of concealing my bosom from Tart's prying eyes. Please don't stare at me like that, and don't make me licentious comments. It's embarrassing. If that was embarrassing, why'd you wear such skimpy armor? It wasn't through choice. I wanted to wear my mother's armor, but they didn't fit, and I never found the time to buy one more. I don't dress like this because I want to. I'm not exhibitionist or anything. We have one in the party for. I guess not now. But she already has that base covered. You can't steal her shtick. Then your characters will start overlapping. I don't want to know about. I think we've gone off topic. What do you mean it's done? Look, I let my hands fall from my chest and I'm breathing deeply. You don't need to fuss about my welfare. I know I'm still a novice knight, but I can look after myself. If you girls spend all your time keeping an eye on me, you won't be able to take care of yourselves. And then you might get hurt. I'd feel awful if I dragged any of you down with me. Okay, seems like I want you all to be safe. You're all important to me after all. That's why I want to try and handle things on my own. That's not the voice, right? Estelle. Rune blinks me, her blue eyes large. You're so cool, sounded like a real knight. Do you think so? Yeah, very impressive. You're just like Cressida. Indeed, it was. Your determination is so great, it's almost enough to bring a perfect pearly tear to my eye. You really are precious, Estelle. I love how much you love us. But that makes me want to protect you even more. Same here. You're so adorable. I just want to hug you. No, me. Me. Group hug! Ah, you girls. Now I'm being surrounded on all the sides by warm, passionate embers. This isn't what I thought would happen. I want to try and act strong for at least once in my life, but my little speech only seems to have endeared my party members to me even more. This is a bit of a pickle, but I guess I don't mind the attention too much. Being embraced like this feels kind of nice. It's reassuring. Also, want to think about it, maybe I don't consider Harem ends good because I feel like it would be super tiring for you as well. And like, you can't really give all of your effort to one person? Something like this. Like, you are not giving 100% of yourself to one person. Whatever. I should not dwell onto it now. Whatever. I know, no matter what happens, my friends will be with me. We can do this, I'm sure of it. We just need to go into the cave, face down Saga, and then... But first, we need to take care of the wolf, and then we go to Saga. Dark, we fell, we faced Saga, and it took us this time 57 seconds. Felicia did what she had to do. Gunhild appeared out of nowhere, as you can see, and yeah, a few days later. I do wonder how Gunhild and Saga have been getting along. I hope they've been able to have a happy ending of their own. For a princess, you're awfully pushy when it comes to other people's love lives. This is all you've been talking about for the past week. Is it bothering you? It is a little tiring, yes. My apologies then, but I cannot help it. I'm being a knight and the future monarch, but I'm a fair maiden before all that, and I simply love love. The idea of two people being reunited after 20 years is quite a dramatic one, do you not agree? I can't wait to see how they've been doing. Yeah. Third kicks at loose pebble. I know you're such a goody, Felicia. You've never struck me as the sort who care this much about the other people's happiness. Don't forget, they used to be villains. Gunhild caused a lot of suffering, and Saga would have destroyed all of Grimoire if she'd been competent enough. That's true. Can really forgive them all just because they're in love? You raise a good response, but you're being awfully cynical. People can change, you know. Why, you yourself had to make a good impression. You hoodwinked both Estelle and I, and you have... Actually, technically, she also did the 2 run before. You know, that's true. Story. Anyway, and you have a spotty past before the dear rune. I did not read that far. 2. If we had refused to forgive you, you wouldn't be a member of our party right now. Most likely, you would still be living on the streets, struggling to make ends meet. You should know better than anybody else how important it is to give people second chances. I believe even the wickedest of villains can change. And there is nothing more effective at facilitating a change than romance. I guess you're right about that. Maybe I'm being too hasty. I owe you guys a lot, it's true. But I was never as wicked as Gunhild was. I'm not so sure about that. I didn't live through Gunhild's reign of terror myself, so I'm not sure what atrocities she subjected the people of Lemuria to. I have distinct memories of being tricked by Tartful. That sort even happened only a few months prior. I might have forgiven her, but I'll never forget how humiliating it was to be stripped of my clothes and my dignity. You can be pretty weak to yourself, Tart. I guess so. Sometimes I can go a little too far, but that's all in the past. You love me, don't you? Of course, we adore you, Pat. I'm quite fond of you, yes. Love a bit strong, but I know hate. You're not so bad, Tart. You changed. Maybe Gunhild and Saga changed too. Saga seemed not so bad, just sad. Hope she's happier now. Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? It looks like we're finally here. Felicia passed by doors of the bakery the four of us so often frequent. It's an ordinary building, and it blends in with all the others that line Grimoire's cobblestone streets. You'd never think to look at it, that it's owned by the evil demon queen Gunhild. I had no idea myself up until a few days ago. That was quite the twist. I'm still not sure how to feel about all of this. I can't view this homey, cozy bakery the same way I did in the past. But it doesn't look any different. The terracotta tiles are bright and vibrant, there are boxes of flowers positioned beneath the windows, and the displays of macarons and chewbones I can see beyond the glass look mouth-watering. In fact, I think they look better than before. Rune stares at the various confection display, her blue eyes large. Looks good, I want. Can you go in? Want to eat? Want food? I concur, let us pay our new friends a visit. That was not a pleasant sound of the door. Someone needs to oil them. Felicia pushes the door of the bakery open. A bell jingles and the delicious aroma of baking bread rushes to meet us. Salutations! I, the great Felicia Maribel de Argento, have come to visit. I know this must be a very sentimental moment, but you needn't shed tears. I'm happy simply to visit this humble establishment. She's such a show-off. Tart rolls her eyes, but she follows Felicia and Bakery all the same. I bring up the rear. My head both, face flushed with embarrassment. Excuse me. I close the door. I close the door behind me, then glance about the premises. The bakery. Looks much the same as it always does, but there is a crucial difference. Usually, there is only one woman behind the counter. Now, however, there are two. Noise. Gunhild and Saga are both there, wearing cute, frilly uniforms. It looks like they were in the middle of baking. Yeah, sure, baking! Because the front of Saga's dress it's spotted with a thick, viscous substance that looks like cream. Okay, they were in the middle of baking, definitely. She's holding a whisk in one hand, which drips with a staff. There are bowls on the counters, topped with cartoons of eggs, and a half-open bag of flour. The bakery, which is normally so neat, has a chaotic kind of look to it. Let me guess, someone clumsy got into baking. But it's a very sweet, cozy soft of chaos that makes me feel at ease. Oh my! Gunhild turns when she hears the bell chime. She smiles at us, her face flushed. It's you girls again. It's lovely to see you. Nice to see you too. And so on. I hope we didn't catch you at a bad time. Look busy. I am somewhat. For this, I should apologize for that. We've been having slow day and I didn't expect any customers. I thought to last my time wisely by teaching Saga the basics of how to make cream. But she managed to make a fine mess. Look at her. I mean, she looks goddamn amazing, if you ask me. Gunhild turns back to Saga. She smiles affectionately and adjusts her apron, which is wrinkled and covered in spatters of cream. She's completely filthy. This is the way for a respectable employee of my establishment to look. Ooh. Saga's cheeks turn red, much like her hair. She tips her head shyly and glances at her feet. I apologize, mistress. No. You don't need to call me mistress anymore, remember? My first name is just as good. You're so very forgetful. Trying to teach you anything is a nightmare. But that makes it all the more rewarding in a way when you're able to get things right. You see this? Gunhild gestured towards a display of macarons in the window. They looked neat and cute from distance, but now getting closer look, I can see that they are cracked and imperfect. They're not as delicate or as dainty as the macarons Gunhild usually makes. But it's clear that whoever made them, and I have a good idea who that was, put a lot of heart into them. Saga made this last night. She was up very, very late and she had to make 8 batches before she could get them just right. They still have few flaws, but I think they turned out quite well, given she's so clumsy. For of course, she managed to spill sugar everywhere. She was so messy and sticky, I had to take my time to clean her off in a nice warm bath. I scrubbed every single inch of her. Gunhild? Now that I think about it, isn't using the name Gunhild a bit risky for? Unless it's still a common name and like there is no stigma to it like it is normally in our world here. Who knows, maybe. Saga pouts cutely, her cheeks still spattered with cream, turning pink. You don't need to tell me that. That was supposed to be secret between me. It's alright. We don't need to keep secrets anymore. I've lived the last 20 years, keeping my true identity hidden. It's quite nice that these girls know who I am, so I don't have to put up any pretenses. I'm not ashamed of who I was, for I've changed considerably since. And I'm not ashamed of my love for you either. Gunhild. Do you really like me that much? I like the most, you silly creature. It is true that you're awfully tall. What's the problem with that? And you're rather clumsy. And poor at communicating your feelings. And awkward. And always making mistakes. It's true, it's all true. Are you useless? But these many negative traits only serve to make you cuter in my eyes. You're so helplessly adorable, I just want to cuddle you. Now, when you sample some of the cream you've made. It's true enough that you got it everywhere. You'll need to clean it up later, you naughty girl, but I don't think it's half bad myself. Gunhild extends her fingers, which are enrolled in peaks of fluffy cream. Saga leans in, her chest heaving. She blinks at Gunhild shyly asking for permission before extending her tongue. She licks the cream which coats Saga's fingers, while Gunhild titters in approval. Oh, you are cute, you're so shy and bashful. Being with you has made my baker a good deal more lively. I'm glad I was able to find you again, Saga. And to think if I hadn't heard these girls. Gunhild glances back at us. Talk about you and my baker, I would have known what you were up to or where you were. It's all thanks to you that I was able to find Saga again. Thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. It's no problem. Felicia beams brightly, seemingly unfazed by the very public display of affection that's occurring before her eyes. We're knights after all. Helping families is our duty. You don't need to thank us. Although, if you want to give us a bit of money, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea. We deserve it after all, for facilitating this lovey-dovey romantic rule of yours. No. Felicia takes hold of Tart's tail and gives it a squeeze. She's still smiling, but her grip must be one of iron because Tart hates it. No! Do not be so materialistic, Tart. There are more important things in life than money. It is not very gallant to ask for payment from two women who are so obviously in love. The sight of their happiness should be more than enough to satisfy you. Watching them certainly makes me feel satisfied. Felicia sighs happily, cupping her cheek with one hand as she does so. I love watching women laugh. It fills my heart with indescribable joy. Why, it's even sweeter than the chew bones I like so much. You like my chew bones, do you? How flattering! I'm glad to appreciate my food, so... You guys really have done a lot for us. I'm very appreciative of all your help, so... While I can't offer any monetary compensation, as Tart so desired, I can offer you my friendship. Good payment. My chew bones too. If you like, I'll let you eat here for free whenever you wish. How does that sound? Huh? Ron's eyes widen. We can eat what we want for free? Well, within reason. I don't want you eating me out of house and home. For such a small wolf girl, you have quite the appetite. But I'm more than willing to let you have a couple of macarons or two on the house. Wow, amazing! That sounds amazing! I love sweets, love your sweets. I doubt, but you nice Gunhild, you're really nice. I like you a lot, like your sweets. Nobody who makes sweets so yummy can be bad. I'm happy to hear that. I spent a lot of time perfecting the art of making yummy food, so I'm pleased it paid off. And if that isn't reward enough, I also let the 4 of you stay at my bakery whenever you wish. Gunhill turns back to Saga, smiling blithely. Saga sleeps with me in my bed. Huh? Saga squeaks cutely at this and covers her face with her hands. She's so shy. I think she might be even more awkward than I am. It's a wonder a woman like her thought she could ever lead an army of monsters. She's completely ill-suited to the task. I guess that's love for you. So, there's plenty of spare rooms. Gunhill continues on, heedless of her partner's blushing cheeks. Maybe she likes making Saga square, for Gunhill's not a demon queen anymore. She must have a sadistic side, a bit of it. I believe the rooms in my bakery are nicer than those in the City Inn. They're carefully furnished and they are cozy. Sakura Bakery, where you actually get some gameplay. You need to bake cakes. That's a good idea. That probably will never be realized. Anyway, I believe the rooms in my bakery are nicer than those in the City Inn. They are carefully furnished and they are cozy. You'll have more privacy too if you wish to indulge in your fondness for one another. You have to be quite vain being surrounded by people, but here you can... I bet, for example, Felicia doesn't give a damn. But here you can make as much noise as you want. It's this I can offer you after all you've done for us. What? Now it's time for my cheeks to go pink. Does Gunhill know about the nature of my relation with these 3 women? Does she know how much I love them? I thought I kept that under wraps, but apparently not. How do you know how much we like one another? Oh, please! Gunhill titters. It's obvious. One only needs to look at you 4 women to know how strong your bonds are. I can tell that you care for one another. Good deal. I think that is beautiful. And I would like to help your relationship blossom, just as you helped me and my beloved Saga. That is what friends do, after all. Friend? Are we friends? Yeah, indeed. At least I would like us to be. That would be an issue with it. Your mother is the one who's supposed to slew me, after all. Perhaps you don't wish to associate with me. Do I make you uncomfortable? No, that's not true at all. I shake my head emphatically. It's true that I heard a lot of scary stories about you when I was young. I thought you were a horrible, frightening woman. But now I see that isn't the case. You might have been wicked once, but you changed your ways. I don't want to judge you based on what you did in the past, but rather what you're doing in the present. You are baking delicious food. If my mother forgave you, then I will too. I don't hate you at all. In fact, I'd love to be your friend. Me too! I would never back from the affections of a cute girl. Hi, your friend also. Love your food. Want to keep eating. I'm not as touchy-feely as these 3, nor so is Dunover. I'm a lone cat at heart and I have a few reservations. But what the heck. I suppose I might be your friend either. And I wouldn't mind spending a night here, just to sample the beds. Yeah! My, that does sound like a plan. I mean fun. Perhaps we should celebrate our newfound commandier with a sleepover. Ah, yes. What a lovely idea. Then I shall prepare you in post-haste. Gunhill licks a bit of cream of Saga's cheek, then grins. This bakery is going to be full of happy laughter, not to mention soft, sensuous moans. I can scarcely wait. I'm not sure what she means by soft, sensuous moans. To be honest, I think Gunhill's a little too into this. But I can't fault her for being excited. From what I've gleaned, she led quite a lonely life these last 20 years. She was never able to open up to anybody because she was forever obliged to hide her true identity. She tried to be a good person. But it must be hard being good when you're on your own. She's not alone now. She has Saga to torment, I'm sure she does so lovingly, and now she has friends. I'm not sure what my mother would say if she knew I'd become so close to a woman who was once so reviled and feared across the land. but I doubt she'd hold it against me. Knowing my kind-hearted mother, she'd be happy for me. She must have known Gunhill wasn't purely evil. If she was my mother, would never have spared her life. She let Gunhill live on so that she could be happy. I think she's finally attained that happy ending, and so have I. I'm surrounded by people that I love who love me back. I adore Felicia, Rune, and Tart with all my heart, and I'm so happy I was able to meet them. I'm still not sure if I'm really alright, but that doesn't seem to matter overly much. Not now I have them. They make me happy. And I want to continue exploring that happiness to the fullest. I think that's the true meaning of happily ever after. Oh, okay. That was neat. That was really neat. It's good to be able to see that those two are also doing good together. Alright, that was Sakura Night 3, hope you enjoyed. Coming soon as well, Sakura Succubus 3. I think it's scheduled somewhere in November to be released. I don't remember the exact date for, but I think it was November. So, see you there, hopefully. And in the meantime, I will get to next game as well. Not today, for maybe tomorrow. Actually, surely tomorrow. I don't know what it will be for. Maybe I will get something from outside Steam library for. I mean, I have Crapton of itch.io. What else? Just USA. From Manga Gamer as well. And even some free games. I think Groupies had something. Indigala. Like, too much. There is too much. Too much. Actually, too many. There are way too many games I want to play and I don't know what to choose. But whatever. Let's end it here. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Bye bye.